really. A lot more impact on that CT side, just shutting out the lurks and the heavy mid setups that Imperial ran. But I want more of the Fallen show. He was the guy who even got this game going in map 1.
Yeah, dude. I think the head-to-head between Fallen and Shiro needs to start to take a bit more shape in Fallen's fashion if Imperial did want to go against the grain here and upset it all. I also think, like Fur has been incredible throughout this entire thing. You want to know who I want to see more from? Vinny. I really do believe that he kind of dropped the ball there on Vertigo. He was a big proponent as to why they were successful on Overpass in the games where he pops off. It really does look that much easier for Imperial. But let's get into this one. A third map, elimination on the line, raging into the night. Imperial with a CT side start and Cloud9. It's very measured from the get-go.
It's been so competitive all day. No one wants to get eliminated, but someone's got to go. Every series going the distance. A 9-map evening. Smoke over the A site. Cloud9, they're going to pop out ramp. Fallen, he's behind triple. Support from CT and Bolts, and Shiro coming in on a late lurk down under. Fallen's broken the first blood, but double trades back. Shiro's got this lurk off, and he's killed the window player.
Damage exchange, but that bomb now down. Cloud9 starting to set themselves up in very aggressive post plants on the jungle fight. Vinny's going to have to best this close player if they want to have any chance. And with Axile nailing that, it's only Vinny left standing. 1v4 turned 1v3, but not long for this world is little Vinny. As he starts to creep out through the jungle side, they don't need to swing him, and yet they will anyway. Axile, full faith. And it's the pistol for Cloud9.
Yeah, very clean there. Classic Cloud9. Shiro on the late lurk out under, and it's just perfect. It may be 5-on-4 for Fallen and friends, but it's still going to be a clean sweep from the Cloud9 boys on that pistol. And this is definitely going to be the test of T-sides tonight, right? It's where I think Imperial are probably going to do their best work, but all the more pressure on Cloud9 as a result to step up on the start. Double scout in the second round. Fallen could have got armor, but he wants out orb later. Saving what he can. Smoked off in window right now. Cloud9 with full mid control. 3 players just hanging out, waiting for someone to give it up. Oh, I love that as well. Fur gets mollied. He's now going to get spammed, naded. Anything Cloud9 can throw at him, they will. Fur crawls out of danger, but a little bit wounded, hobbling through the window. Oh, flash into Con, that's something. Catches Nafany, but Bolts will not manage to finish the job. They can make it up catwalk. This is a B split for Cloud9, and Fallen's here with a scout.
Yeah, it's a good tag, right? And now Vinny given a chance to shine with this MP9. FNX finds another in the meantime. This is getting weird very, very quickly. FNX's scout is doing a hell of a lot right now. And with the bomb up in apartments, it's these 2 scouts, Fallen and FNX, to try and make it happen. Now they're going to hit like Orps. Oh my goodness. FNX waiting for the swing from the market side, and Hobbit having a reroute. He's dead on this if he goes slow. Fallen's just gone off the angle, just started to consider short, but he will still nail the follow-up. And man, he gets the info on Nafany. There just simply isn't time. Surely a 1v2 with the bomb a long way away. And Fallen on this angle, if he tries to go out, if he tries to go in, the scouts will tear them apart. Imperial with these scout rounds. We've literally seen Fallen and FNX do this already.
Yeah, FNX, he's been a very quiet player in this series comparatively to some of the others on his team, but that is a massive round to steal away for Imperial. The double scout, both on the B site on that short split, and FNX puts up 3 kills with bomb trapped in apps the whole time. What a way to steal the force. Cloud9, look what they have as a result. It's 1 AK.
It was just the other day in Inferno where I saw the scouts do the same thing for Imperial, man. Yeah. They're really good with this, with these force buys. There's an attempt to return it out of Cloud9, an attempt to force back upon them, but Fur knocks them out on the ramp rush. Hobbit now spotted, gonna get cleaned up by Vinny, and it's just Axile left standing. There's the first from the tech, but Fur snaps the neck, and Imperial get themselves a second.
All right, okay. Now we got a game on our hands. Cloud9 put on pistols early and not even forced up now. They just get shredded in that little A contact play. And right now, Fallen's going to be feeling so floaty on this CT side. All over the place, gets to run wherever he wants. That's the freedom of the captain of the scout of the AWP. Cloud9 just going to run amok onto B. Shiro's going to dig mid, only weapon they've got in this round. They're actually coming through under. Nice grenade and Fur. Yep, very clean.
What?
Recovers from what could have been awfully awkward in under. Fallen hits a headshot, and that deagle is gone in the mid. One by one, these Glocks are getting removed. An Imperial 5 alive round with Peel, fantastic.
And I mean, here's the thing, you know, I think Imperial, even though they believe in themselves, I think they knew that on Vertigo they were going to have a very rough go at it. You can imagine there was some element of them that was saying, don't worry, guys, we've still got that third map of Mirage waiting in the wings. That's where we lay it all on the field, right? That's where we go all out and we show them what this Imperial squad can do. They've got a lot more ideas here, right? They're not going to run dry as quickly as they did on Vertigo.
Yeah. They looked wholly unprepared for that map, right? It's just not a go-to. It's not in the wheelhouse. It's these classic maps that the Imperial do their best work. The Inferno, the Mirage, you know, Overpass as well. One of Fallen's all-time greats. Coming in from under now in a gun round.
FNX is going to get caught, surely. Yeah, just out on an island, scoped up in top mid. Maybe a bit of a miscom there, just assuming he has more room than he actually does, but at least Vinny has pieced together this man advantage. Now, as he tries to get out of there, he will get cancelled out by Nafany, who's all the way up the short side. Fur, looking for the trade, is going to get it. This first rifle round for Cloud9 has come to a screeching halt up against a mishmash buy out of Imperial, right? Double AWPs might have been in play, but you still had SMGs. It was a bit of a weird one, and they've done all the legwork. They've just got to finish off Shiro. Now, this guy is a clutcher. Make no mistake about it. Going to get the backstab onto Bolts, and there's nothing that Fallen can do about this. He's trying to play trigger discipline. And that's disciplined, all right. Bolts domed in the side of the head. And now a chance in the 1v2. 40 seconds to craft a round, to craft a clutch. What does he want to do with it?
Gonna head mid, but Fur has full info right now. He's got that spot to con on timing. And Shiro might have to run if he wants to go catwalk. Fur. Oh, he hasn't heard it. Fallen's tucked in very safe on A. Another 1v1 presented for Shiro, but back turn almost spins it and closes it onto Fur. That would have been all the makings of a round for Shiro, but shut down by Fur, who has had an excellent day today. And it's only just beginning. I love how Imperial are more than happy to beat Cloud9 at their own game, right? Just silent walk out middle. One by one, Imperial push themselves into more and more fights. Vinny's from the connector, window player going for it. Imperial just batter Cloud9 in mid with no flash, with no crossfires, just taking dry duels. It's what Cloud9 were getting away with so many times on those T sides, back last map. Just able to play both bomb sides and mid and still come out on top of all their duels. This time it's a fast B with only pistols, without opening kills coming for Imperial. It could have got dicey, but not much room gets given to Cloud9. The rest trapped by a Molotov, and Fallen's picked that A-lurk. This pistol round is forgotten.
Yeah, just brushed aside nice and easy, right? 5-1 for Imperial to open this up. They win it in the force buy in the second round, and they just keep finding success after that. Fur has been so impressive for me throughout this entire event, man. He's just so stable. Like, he's putting up numbers that would make him a star in today's world. Like, that is just mind-blowing. This guy's 30 years old, and he's just a consistent force to be reckoned with. Call him Dwayne Zera because he is just the Brazilian rock, man. Now into mid. They do drop a player down into under. It's Fur opening up again. 10-2. Hands are on the wheel, and he's in full control.
Yeah, this is how he started last map as well. Even though Vertigo was trouble, he was the one guy on that A ramp on CT side who was just shutting down Cloud9 with a 2.0 KD in that first half. My goodness. It's still refragged. Hobbit finds one. And a reset to apartments. That bomb goes back to check T-spawn. Don't know if Imperial have aggressed, and they have not. Not wanting to take too many risks in this 4-on-4. We've got Fallen on the AWP, making a pre-rotation to B. Topcon smoked out. Fur not only naded, but loses a lot of info with those double smokes, but it poises Cloud9 wisely for this B play, and Imperial know what's up. Fallen's going to have an easy angle from the back of the bomb site all the way up short. If FNX can hold down his apps, this could be perfect. However, Nafany is super late on the lurk. He's solo right now. First spotted him, and Nafany gets that kill. Suddenly, Imperial are thrust into darkness.
Yeah, this two-man hold of FNX and Fallen has got to do all the heavy lifting, and they're about to get challenged in a very big way. FNX just leaves the angle, trading it out with Fallen. Now as they prepare to deal with this AWP at the back of the site, the question is, are they ready for this second man? FNX not blinded by the flash. Fallen remaining composed, gets the tag off before all is said and done. There is this backstab from Nafany. He's got two on the plate. They're waiting patiently. There's one. Fallen just dancing around, staying alive. Shiro's going to get rid of him. And so it's Bolts in this 1v2. Knows about the market player, and Nafany, Bolts with the double, holds his own in the clutch, and Imperial keep racking up the rounds.
Nafany wanted an off angle, he wanted to jump up on that shelf, he turns around for a second, and Bolts comes through with the perfect timing to close the clutch. It couldn't have lined up better. Wow, I can't believe Cloud9 didn't give Nafany the room to make that round happen. They jumped out, they were full committed despite Nafany the whole time walking window to CT, and Imperial, they were in the dark, they had no idea. Now, if Nafany's given 5 more seconds before Cloud9 jump out, he wins that round. He just kills both B players without any defensive kills. But they don't wait long enough. Little mistakes, little cracks in the armor getting shown for Cloud9, not normal to see. And Imperial are capitalizing, clutching, and closing 5 in a row. What on earth is this game?
Dude, this is wild. And I mean, it might just prove to be like Imperial are just the CIS like dream killer, man. It was here in the Challengers days. They faced Fours, if you remember. After that miraculous kind of 2-0 start from the Fours squad, it all fell on deaf ears here on Mirage. Imperial bested them.
Yeah, they shredded them.
And now they're looking to do it to Cloud9 as well.
This is just another level. Like Cloud9, they are a contender. They are a championship level team. This is not where I thought they would falter. Many more rounds, much more time. But Cloud9 can't afford to wait. We have a double AWP.
Dude, with this kind of start, with the tenure that Imperial have shown, I don't know. We could be witnessing some magic tonight, man. Smoke in the window, Cloud9 trying to work this mid control, and they are going to get given it, right? First time, Imperial haven't had too many faces challenging here in mid. First time Cloud9 have got this kind of room for free.
Yeah. Nafany might go up and over into window first, holding this little light. Gets a bit of a warning if anyone crosses in. They can spam as a result. Let's see what it looks like. Likely Nafany just climbs on the outside and waits for his time to strike. It's not now, but it's later. So he hangs around. Fur's going to drop that lower mid molly, trying to just get audio info. The players are below window, and they're coming up. Con, Fallen's missed that timing too. On the left side, make that one. Fallen strips the first player dry. Axel comes in through with that jungle smoke. He has a lot of room to work, with dead angles being cleared. The only control Imperial have is back in spawn, and that's where Fallen's sending them. 2 from the AWP. Shiro goes up and over. Fallen's got a flick. He does live, but his teammate won't be quite as fortunate. Needs to line up, and Fallen can't find it. Vinny's dropped the bomb from short side. Bomb plant coming in. Spam. It's close. One more shot gonna do it, but Axel gets the plant.
Yeah, in with a chance, not out of the round yet. Flash goes high. Axel just going to give them the room. They start to move in. He's going to try and thin the herd, going up, going over into the fight. Vinny is gone. And now just Fur left to beat. But this guy's been the legend. Moving up, smoke goes in. That's going to give up his position.
My.
Tap on the bomb. Oh, it's the commit. Axel, is he going to check for it? It's the full-on stick. And Fur with the defuse puts 7 on the board for Imperial.
Wow.
Even gets the kill as well. No stopping him.
Honestly, it's Axel's best play, right? If he goes through, he's 10 health. Fur needs 1 bullet. He has to call it. He has to buy as much time as he can. But he cannot. Fur with a smoke flash stick, Fallen with the flicks. And it's Imperial with another CT round. It's all coming together. Dead with no AWP to save. Shiro left sniperless because they're all in the hands of Imperial.
Brutal, and now trying to play through this smoke in mid. Shiro's in a very weird spot. Fur is right next to him. They do go past one another. They sail on by. Will Fur check it? Will he check behind him? Yes, he will. And there's the backstab. FNX is doubled up in the meantime over in the apartments. Oh, Hobbit all alone in a very hostile world. He spammed out. And it's FNX, someone who's been pretty quiet throughout all of this series, taking stock of that B-bomb site there. 9-4. Imperial are 8-1 up. There is not a way back in for Cloud9. They're taking another pause, trying to mull this one over, trying to come up with solutions. But where do we even begin when shots like this are going the way of Imperial?
Oh, it's just deserved, isn't it, for Cloud9? What on earth can they do right now? They need a pace changer. They need to throw a middle finger the way of Imperial. But right now, Mirage, it's all coming up Brazil. 8-1. And I just can't believe what I'm witnessing. Cloud9 broken by yet again. And those Imperial bank accounts are getting stacked up. They're getting built. Cloud9 might not even be able to break them in the half. Furs on 11k post-buy. Vinny's double AWPing B. Where's the gap? Where's the weak hold? Cloud9 can't seem to find it. I'd love to see an A-smoke round. We've not really seen Imperial playing inside of the bomb site. More often than not, it's fallen towards CT. Smokes will completely cut out Imperial and negate this double AWP. On a gun round, that'd be a really good call for Cloud9 to just go for a standard A-take with a split player from mid. Coming in under, perhaps. Not here, though. It's only pistols. Just going to duel. Try and get gun upgrades. Nades are just chewing through two already.
I mean, everywhere they've tried to go, they've just taken damage and haven't even seen an opponent yet. Like, you highlighted the utility. Hobbit tried probing the Palace position, mate. He got Molly down to 18 health. It sent them just packing away from that side of the map. Now back into a B play, but it's not been kind to them. It's not like they've had a lot of success here to go off of. Try break it apart with pistols now. Gonna take a miracle for Cloud9.
They're only 3 strong anyway. Like, the other guys aren't even causing enough of a ruckus to make Imperial rotate or panic or scramble. Nice shots. There's the entries denied.
Oh,
and
my.
Vinny blind again. Smoke or flash, whatever you put in his face, he will deliver death to Cloud9. It's just Hobbit, and he's not going to last long either. This B site is a rock right now. 9-1-4 Imperial. Cloud9. Inters is yet to get a kill. Shiro's 3-10. He's finally got an AWP back, but boy, is his work cut out for him.
This is absolutely unreal. I cannot believe it. 9-1. Imperial have not dropped a round since the pistol. Cloud9, like, what's happened? They're spent. They're in their heads. They can't believe what's happening.
It only gets
worse. And to be honest, neither can we. Like, even if you were looking at this as Imperial having a chance, I don't think you would have expected this kind of start out of them. If they can stick the landing here, if they can keep denying these rounds to Cloud9 on a map that has been a home map for this squad, like one that they have phenomenal results on. A huge sample size, like lots to back it up, lots to fall back on. And it's not enough. Not yet, not now, maybe not ever. Vinny's given himself the one-way in window with that molly.
Smoked out under. Cloud9 don't have any A control. Imperial have actually put 3 in the bomb site now, Fallen supporting, but 2 up close is their deepest A setup yet. They were expecting something here. Cloud9 have not brought that. They have run a very slow default, hoping Imperial feed them, but mate, Imperial don't even want middle. Eyes are off. This area is open for the taking. Cloud9 just don't know it. They're eventually going to get that window smoke in, go for some mid control. But is it just going to set them up into another short split into FNX and Vinny, the former of which is playing boosted in the bomb site, here to win the round? Cloud9 send that bomb all the way back through spawn. It's going to be A after all. They've taken mid. Imperial have had to concede, but Fallen on top of Ticket with the support of 2 in the bomb site, knowing he can't be swung from Palace. He is so freed up to watch this connector area. It should surely be a 5-on-4 for Fallen.
It's always nice to give them a little bit more room, but right now, with every second that passes, someone like Fur tucked in over at Firebox only gets more dangerous in the late round. That molly timing is perfect. By the time that fades, they're going through with like 18 seconds left, bro. This is so down to the wire. Fallen, scoped in, first shot sails past, but damage done to the stairs player. Bolt's just trying to find time under Palace. Is spammed out. It's Fur
dear.
Doubling down. Very little time. They're rushing a bomb plant. They need it to come in. They will manage it. Nades sail through. Damage done to the guys in the site. Vinny's closing the gap. Combat AWPing. Axile's wiped out. And it's all on Hobbit. Element of surprise for the first, but that's now gone. Fallen up, fallen over. FNX looking for the man in the middle.
Faked him.
Hobbit's faked him out. Juked him with the ladder jump, or with the bench jump rather. Tap on the bomb. Baits the swing, and FNX seals the deal. Imperial 10-1. The rounds just keep racking up, stacking them high. Are the Imperial boys.
Oh my god, you're in your head if you're not already. I mean, that one hurts. Hobbit got the swing kill, man, in that 3-on-4. He cleared Fur rather for the back of the bomb site. Fur got 2, and Hobbit just headshots him right through the lip of the box, and it still doesn't matter. Into a very winnable clutch with a nice plant for him, but FNX considers that fake out for a second and then goes back to a perfect peek in con to clear it. Imperial focus faces. They look the same as they did in 3 OTs deep into Overpass. Some things never change.
I mean, there's not all this hype, there's not all this screaming and yelling. It feels like it's not over till the job is done. That's very much the stance they've taken here. And they're doing the job right now. 3 over in Palace for Cloud9. This reeks of desperation. Is this just a Palace pop into an A play with a bit of a split in through middle? There is a world where Fallen could get hit with an unfortunate timing. He's pivoting between ramp and middle. Now dropping down. He's at least concealed from Palace.
They just have an A-smoke exec right there. Again, just going for this pop is going to give so much more room to this AWP to go crazy. Again, Fallen always moving, changing position. Perfect timing on that peak for Nafany. Got an entry. Bomb's been dropped. Up on Balk. Nafany trades, but the hero has got to do it all on his own. The in-game leader has got to crack his way through this bomb site. Package picked up. He's going to plant as well. He does it all. Hobbit covers that kill, but goes too far, and Vinny receives.
Oh, it's a good flash for Nafany. In with a triple, trying to set an example here for the rest of Cloud9 to live up to. Vinny in this 1v2, and with the 2 Ts being worlds apart, he is in a very rough predicament here. First going to try and fight Nafany, first going to try and deal with this CT player. Oh, he's actually going all the way, taking a very wide swing on this one. Now with the peak, Nafany seals the deal, and so finally, Cloud9 come up with a round. It takes a while. It takes Nafany just going absolutely ham, having to basically solo carry them through that round, but he will put it on the board, breaking this huge streak out of Imperial. But it can't afford to be a one and done. How many more rounds can Nafany 4K? How many more times can he be the guy putting it up on the board? He needs help. He needs anyone else to fill this void.
Even 10-5 feels like not enough, but that's the best you got. That's your only option. Inter still yet to kill, and this is not going to get easier for him as well. 2 players push Palace. Right now it's only Fur committing. Inter's holding on, but he starts to move forward, and Fur falls off at the wrong time of that box. It's going to be Inter's with the opener. Axel goes back to clear B. Cloud9 slow it down. 5-on-4. The pressure is on Imperial. Will they make the mistake? Will they feed the beast? And if they don't, then Cloud9 will have to group and hit yet again. A has been their way in. It might be their option one more time. 3 up in the Palace. Shiro doubts it, goes back. no, it's just going to be that mid smoke. Nafany on his solo lurk here. Imperial haven't really played for mid so far on the CT side. Vinny's got to make his choice. Which side, A or mid? He's got the spot. He sees Hobbit out, but he's committed in that spray, and Inter's trades on the board now with 2.
This is a save out of Imperial. They're already writing it off by the looks of things, like triple stacking B. Cloud9 moving into an A play that is fully empty. No one here to resist. And so Imperial just look to get out with the guns, get out with the goods.
Yeah.
Still super fearful that like anyone is here. Very methodical in all this clearing. But they will get that plant, they will deliver the round. It's a 3rd on the board. They're trying, they're shooting for the stars with a 5-round recovery. It's all they've got. It's the best case scenario.
I wonder if we'll see that stuck in A setup that Imperial ran a couple of rounds prior in the round that Hobbit couldn't clutch out in connector. They had Fur and Bolts under Balk in backside with that same supportive CT orb. This round the B lean is just going to mean the save, and Cloud9 could never break through the B hold. That's the mind game already beginning. Is it just going to be Cloud9 battling their way for 5 A rounds? Save allowed. Cloud9 need whatever money they can get. 2 rounds of the half. Can continue to double orb if Vinny wants to. Just needs a drop. Shiro's got a spawn. If he wants to take a ramp peek, this would be the perfect round to do it. Anyone crossing con, if Vinny goes back to it, he'll be in a world of trouble. Imperial cool attack. I like how they're really making use of these as well in the series. They've been very much on top of it. This is their first, but it's the only time they felt pressure. And they want to make sure they can maximize this CT side as clean as they can. Shiro's going for that ramp pick. Or Palace at least, one of them. So keep your eyes on that A cross. It's about to get hot.
All right, he's leaning Palace with the orb. Probably going to be something a little bit safer out of him here. Runs it early, but it's just a hold for a Palace push. Imperial, they learned their lesson last time. Don't imagine they go back to that. Slow into lower, taking this control. Starting to lob some of this utility over towards the A side of the map. No commitments, no peaks yet. Just testing the waters, trying to gauge utility, gauge the response from Imperial. Hoping it spooks them, but they still have a decent bounty of util left to fall back on. That's going to prove paramount as Cloud9 now look to take mid. Smoke in the window. Mid now has to be watched by Vinny from the short side. Bombs back here, over on ramp. Cloud9 poising for another one of these A hits. And Imperial, they are 3 strong here. Vinny might miss this window, might miss this timing. Hobbit might get up con and they'll have no idea. They've got no clue. Someone could be so deep, but he's just gone back. Hobbit now dead. Bolts is spammed over on Palace. That's the go button pushed into Fallen's AWP. First kill found. Vinny follows up from the catwalk. Just Shiro and Nafany, and it took Nafany having a huge 4K round for Cloud9 to even arrive on this T side. He's now tasked with something even bigger, and with 10 seconds left, Cloud9 is saving.
Done.
They're writing this one off.
Oh my
It's 11 to Imperial. The A play repelled. And man, it looks so flat for Cloud9 if they don't get fed these openers, if they don't get given kills to go on the back of. It all runs dry.
I mean, that nade gave up the aim of the game completely. Vinny was just stuck on his angle towards top middle. He was not considering turning around, and they come up through connector. They throw the nade. Vinny just does this, sees the trajectory, comes right in with a kill, and at that point, when you see a player walking up, back turned through con, he's primed his team to lock down A. It's these double orbs that have done it all. Fallen barely got going on that second map. He barely had a chance to fire off the big green, but him and Vinny have been laying Cloud9 to bed in this CT side with those orbs. Pushing Palace yet again. Furs up to more business. He's chasing him down. They've just been doing this all half. Cloud9 have to respect it. Inter's pushed all the way back to spawn. More mid-smokes, denying that info again, but that's never held Imperial back on these splits. Nafny doesn't want to walk the smoke, but may have to boost instead. Fallen's just stopped watching this, but it's not info Nafny has. He walks out until he is far enough away to run. Reset on this A site. Cloud9 with a lurk smoke, gotten out of ramp, and the bomb will be joining. They know they lost Palace earlier on. Do they still think Fur's here?
If Bolts can win this fight as well, it makes their life so much easier. Hobbit just tucks himself in for now. Waiting for the rest of the gang to move in, waiting for the rest of the squad to join, and Fallen back in CT. Fur able to turn around on a dime and help out at this A bomb site. They're paranoid about middle, they don't have eyes on it right now, and that's giving a little window where they could look to get in. FNX dead up on the catwalk. That is a big kill from Fallen. Bolts follows up with one of his own. Can't go any further than that. Hobbit will deal with him, but Fallen's popping off. Look at him with this AWP in CT. They still don't know about Fur, and as this clock ticks down more and more, Fur only gets more dangerous on this backstab. Here he is with the swing.
Wow.
Imperial 12-3 at the end of that first half, looking to eliminate Cloud9 in crazy dominant fashion.
It was Fur sitting with a 2.0 KD on that CT side of Vertigo for the longest time. He now sits 18-6. That is a 3 KD. He is absolutely shredding C9. And it's not just him as well. FNX and Vinny initially on this double B hold, they completely forced the fear out of Cloud9. They sent them away from that B site for the remainder of the half. Head in hands. Devastation for this CT side now. As Imperial, we may never get to see this T-half. They might be ready to rock Cloud9's world and eliminate them in the Legends stage. Imperial grinded all the way through those RMRs from the open quals. And now they're here to end it all on the B-bomb side of Mirage. 3 kills for Inters. Axel, his quietest game yet. And in come Imperial.
Yeah, Inter's having a really rough one right now. This is the round to try and step up, or else you're going to get overwhelmed. Vinny with that opener. Man, advantage taken. The stage is set for a pistol round win on the side of Imperial. They've got the plant. They've got the 5v4. All they've got to do now is stick the landing. Smoke slow down the retake. Wasting a lot of time off this bomb, a lot of time off the clock. Cloud9, they've lost Nafny. Fur doubles up from the boost. And Hobbit out on an island is cut down. Imperial with a pistol round going their way. At this scoreline, at 13-3, that could seal the deal on this series.
There's no buttering it up, Harry. There's no other way to frame it. This is Cloud9 as good as done. Dusted and eliminated. Imperial just have to make it so. They just have to shut down 2 more rounds, 3 more rounds. And it doesn't feel like there's a way back in or out of the mind prison that is Cloud9's head right now. Unbelievable performance for Imperial this entire way. And top 4 in the world, but gone in the Legends stage. Never to see that stage in the championships. Cloud9 relying on their next rifle round at 14-3.
I mean, this round's free. There's nothing that can happen or go right for Cloud9 here. They don't have anyone in A. They've full stacked the B site. It's only USPs. They're playing for a rifle round as fast as they can. And it's a rifle round they have to win, or else that's it. Antwerp becomes a distant memory, one that they would rather forget. Running through CT, Hobbit will find one with the USP. Will it get any more wild than that? Now he's armed with a MAC-10. Everyone else ready to explode here, but for Fur, it's just stat padding real clean. And so 14-3 is the score. There's nothing you can do, Nafny. Try as he might. There we go, right? Try as he might, there's nothing he can do. And it all comes down to this rifle round. If Cloud9 do not give something here, if they don't put a round on the board, they are done. It is over. The major left in the past for this squad. And the past, well, it's in the present now. Imperial trying to make it so, trying to make it happen.
Shiraz 4 kills, man. He's been absolutely knocked out of this game. Absolutely destroyed, spent after the neck-and-neck triple overtime on overparts that Imperial only clinched by. And to think Cloud9 had 3 map points on that map. 4 if you count, that second overtime. They had 4 chances to close that map. If they did it, it would have been done in 2. Vertigo would have been theirs. Imperial knew that much. But they shut down the impossible. They're picking the series, a go-to for Cloud9. And now here, hours later, past midnight, on the 3rd map, Imperial are making history again.
There were a lot of doubts, man. There really were. I mean, justifiably so. Other attempts to try and bring the old band back together had never stuck the landing. But this squad, there's something special at play. There's something else to it. A bit of extra rhythm in this last dance. Pep in their step now, and Cloud9 sweating every fight. Could be the one that gives up this game. Imperial from the get-go. They wanted to go B here. They've had no doubts in that. It's been the object of their desire the entire time. They didn't play anyone over towards A. They haven't really lent too heavy into middle. They're just holding for aggression. They want to lean on B. They want to lean on Inters, who's having a very rough go at it. They're going to try and pressure him. They're going to try and get in his head.
They're already there.
Smokes go over. This is the hit. This is it now. In they come. First man in. Falling out into the site. FNX with the opener. Bolts will get spammed out in the meantime, but it's a 4-on-4 with the site overran. Imperial get this bomb down. Look at the minimap as well, right? Nafany's coming in on this big flank through the apartments. Fur is still sat waiting in top mid to activate on the short side. Now, the bomb's not for him. He's only playing for kills here. He can't win you the round if it comes down to a clutch. So they need to deal with Nafany before he tears this round away. Sneaking through the apartments. Fur now activates on this backstab. Axal mopped up. Nafany moving in. There's the first, but traded immediately. And Cloud9 are done. They've written this one off. They're saving Imperial. They break apart that B site. They get themselves onto 15. Now, just 5 kills between them and eliminating Cloud9 from the major in the legend stage. And Imperial would keep on going, keep on fighting with a chance to make it to the playoffs.
Unbelievable. The 2-2 matchup is in sight right now. Cloud9, you thought maybe winning Vertigo would build them up, would remind them who they are. It's done anything but. It has crumbled them. 15-3. And you just got to do it now. AWP for Shiro again. It may have been saved, but it is just been saved into nothing. We haven't seen it come into any impact in this map so far. Fallen the opposite scoreline, 14-5. And they go slow. They wait for Cloud9. They let them stew in the moment, and it can't be a fun one. A painful minute and a half where any mistake will be punished. Every part of the map on lock. Imperial poised towards A, looking to late mid split with Fur and Vidi. Bomb back on Fallen at ramp. Got 2 players in the bomb site here for Cloud9. They are being so careful. Why offer a route back in? Why even give them a chance? Flash on ramp. Cloud9 can hear it coming. They can feel the rolling thunder through this A-bomb site.
Fallen just trying to engineer around, man. He's throwing all this util, he's setting everything up, he's orchestrating it all. The conductor waving his wand, and well, here's the strings, there's the bass, it's all picking up, it's all reaching a crescendo. Bolts is the man to open. Nafany tucked in. He has been so consistent throughout this series. He's the only hope for holding down the A site, but he's deleted. Shiro with the leg, not the killing blow, will put a stop to the plot.
They gotta go.
They're in with a chance, they're running in, running out of time, or Imperial, but somehow they do it! Seconds to spare, and they send Cloud9 packing. Cloud9 are out of Antwerp, and Imperial keep on fighting.
Legends never die, they are just reborn. Years on, Imperial go through one more match. Those major playoffs, that champion stage, it's in sight.
That is unreal. Devastation for Cloud9. They are dealt a ludicrously dominant score.